everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kirsty and thank you so much for being here. Alright, so how's everyone doing? I hope everyone is happy, healthy, thriving, not just surviving, all of that good vibes. I'm extremely tired. My son is a little bit poorly, so I've probably had about 5 hours sleep in 48 hours. So if I seem a little bit low energy or all over the place in this video, I do apologize. I'm barely holding it together. But this video is my month 3 progress, and it also includes weeks 11 and 12 because I didn't manage to fit in week 11. So, sorry, my tortoise is Herman. This is Herman. I hope you he's just trying to eat a book, so I had to pull him to safety. Go on, Herman. Off you go. I've completely forgotten where I was now. Didn't manage to fit in week 11 last week. It was a pretty mad week with a close friend's wedding. And I had some stuff to do for the wedding. So anyway, how did week 11 go? I can't really remember much of week 11 because, like I said, it was a pretty busy one. And I didn't make many notes in my diary. But from what I can remember, it was an okay week. I don't think I had any extra cravings or food noise or stuff like that. Otherwise, I would have written it in my diary, which I didn't because I'm getting really good at doing that. Like I said, I had the wedding at my friend's wedding last weekend, which was amazing. They had like an open mic tent with a sing-along, and it was just so nice. I was snuggled up with my son, and you could just feel the happiness and contentment radiating from everyone. And it was an absolute banging day with the weather. It was super warm. I got a bit burnt, but you know, that was my own fault. Yeah, so we all had a super lovely time at that as a family. I ate a lot at that wedding. I didn't eat a lot, but I ate a lot of carbs and I didn't eat a lot of protein. I basically just ate pizza, pasta, bread, crisps, also a bit of cheese, and I even had 2 alcoholic drinks, which I don't do. You can't eat that. I am so sorry. This is just not going to. It's not going well. Oh God. Yes. So I even had 2 alcoholic drinks, which I don't normally do, but I figured, I'm at a wedding. Is that light still on? Yeah. I'm at a wedding. I'm gonna have a good time. So that's what I did. I wasn't worried about my diet though. I just kind of was like, it's been 3 months since I've really kind of not let myself go, but really like not focused on the food that I was eating. So just kind of didn't really worry about it, to be honest. So how has week 12 gone? Week 12 has been really good. I've not had a lot of cravings for food, not a lot of food noise, even though my period has arrived this week, which is a relief because if you'd watched my last video, I talked about how I had that horrible experience because of inositol. So my period has come as regular, which I'm super relieved about, and it's just a normal period, so that's great. So no cravings or food noise. So the MOUNJARO is definitely MOUNJAROing. It's doing its job. My exercise this last week has been so good. I'm feeling really strong in my exercises. I absolutely adore strength training. Not so keen on cardio, but really am enjoying the weight training that I've been doing. I've also been getting in quite a lot of sun in this beautiful tiny little snippet of British summer, which makes me feel loads better, gives me loads more energy, and it just makes everybody feel good when the sun's out and shining. That vitamin D is really important. So I just want to talk about a few non-scale victories for the last couple of weeks. I ordered a designer dress. I don't know if anybody knows, but do you remember the strawberry dress? It's by Larika Matoshi. It went viral like during lockdown. It's basically that pink floofy dress that had the strawberries on it. Well, she's done like a whole series on it. She's got like lemons and blueberries and watermelons. So I ordered the watermelon dress, in a size 16, and I was utterly convinced that it wasn't going to fit because designer dresses, like wedding dresses, they're always way smaller than what the label says. So I was totally convinced that it wasn't going to fit, but it didn't fit because it was too big. In the waist, of all places, like I have never had anything be too big in the waist. I do have a couple of shots of me wearing the dress that I will just put in after this little segment if I can, because my son is in the photos as well, and I want to blur his face because I don't really want him being broadcasted on the internet. So if I manage to do that, I'll pop them here. I've also had to go down a notch on my Apple Watch, so that's 2 notches down so far. I really do think, obviously, the first one was inflammation because it went down really quickly in that first month, and then this next one, I don't really know. I didn't really think my wrists were that fat, but they obviously were because it's gone down another notch. But I'm not complaining. I'm happy about that. I've also put a new hole in my belt. I lost this belt and found it right at the back of my cupboard. Tried it on, and there was about this much gap between the hole and where I need it to be. So I've put a hole in there, and which is just amazing. These jeans that I'm wearing are a size 14, and I need a belt on them, and they're freshly washed. So sometimes when you wear some jeans and they give a little bit, but no, these are freshly washed, and I still need to have a belt on them. So I feel like I'm getting into size 12 territory, which I'm not gonna lie, is a bit frightening. Yeah, I don't know if people talk about that enough, to be honest with you. Like, um, it's not fear, I suppose. It's just kind of like bewilderment, and it just seems to have happened really quickly. I don't know. Maybe I can't quite express exactly how I'm feeling right now because I just feel like I'm on autopilot mode. I'm so tired. But yeah, there is a few things that I'd like to discuss when it comes to weight loss and my feelings around it. So I'll do that in a separate video. Another non-scale victory for this week is I've noticed how strong I am. I can lift things that I will look at and think I can't lift that, and I actually can. My son feels really light when I pick him up now, and I used to get terrible, terrible back pain when I was holding him, and I don't have any of that pain anymore. So I can hold him for longer without having to sit down. Um, and it's just been that has been really noticeable, is that my back pain when carrying heavy things is not there anymore. And I honestly think it's because of my chest, because my chest was always really big and it has shrunk considerably. So I think that this, because there's not so much weight because of my boobs, it's actually making like a compounding difference on everything else. Here comes Hamish with his clip clops. Hi, Hames. Probably my biggest non-scale victory for this week is I'm just really, really enjoying feeling healthy. You know, I've I've been really quite poorly for the past 5 years or so. So to finally feel this well is almost too much sometimes. I just kind of look back on the past 5 years and I just wish that this drug had been around then. I'm not saying that all my illnesses were because I was obese, but they definitely will have had some kind of effect, or vice versa, on each other. So just my life is just changing in a lot of different ways currently, and that feeling of being healthy and having people tell you that you look healthy not just telling you that you look thin or that you look skinny or that you've lost weight, but to say that you look well is really, really refreshing and really quite comforting and nice. So now we've done the non-scale victories, let's get into some weight loss statistics. So for week 11, at the end of week 10, I was 165.5 pounds. And at the end of week 11, which was last Friday, I was 163.5, which meant that I'd lost 2 pounds in week 11, which was amazing. Yeah, really, really happy with that. My body fat percentage was 36.6 at the end of week 10, and at the end of week 11, it was 36.5, so only a 0.1% loss, which is fine. My muscle mass was 32% at the end of week 10, and then it was 32.1 at the end of week 11, so a 0.1% increase. I was really happy with those losses. I'd obviously written them all down in my diary, but I just didn't manage to make a video. For the measurements, in week 11, I lost 1¼ inches. So I lost 3/4 of an inch from my chest, 1/4 of an inch from my waist, and 1/4 of an inch from my lower tummy. So for week 12, which is this past week, my weight this morning when I weighed in was 160.5. which means that I've lost 3 pounds this week on my period week after a massive carb wedding fest. Can't quite believe it. Can't quite make any sense out of it. I had heard in the past, like when trying to lose weight, that you can almost trick your body by doing a very heavy carb and calorie dense day. So it boosts your metabolism and then you end up burning more calories throughout the week. I don't know whether that's actually true or not, but I can't quite work out how I ate 3 pieces of pizza and lost 3 pounds in this week. But I'm not going to complain. I'm going to take that victory where I find it. So I'm going to pop that in my pocket. My body fat was 35.2 this morning. So that's 1.3% loss, which I'm super, super pleased with. And my muscle mass is 32.2% today. So that's a 0.1% gain. I'm absolutely thrilled with these losses. I'm just having to check that microphone because I think I may cry if I have to refilm this. Anyway, I didn't manage to do my inches this morning because my son has been poorly. We were all basically hands on deck this morning, and in that I forgot to take my inches, but I will include them next week when I take them tomorrow. So next Friday I will have an updated inches comparison. And so because this is our monthly update, I just want to go over month 3 progress from month 2. So this month I lost a total of 10.1 pounds. So yeah, I am more than surprised at that, I would say. I lost 8 pounds last month, I think. So 2 pounds above that when I've already lost weight is a bit surprising, I'm not gonna lie. I was aiming for 6.6 to 8 pounds, so I'm really, really, really pleased with that. I've lost 3¼ inches this month, mainly from my chest and my lower belly, because that is where I hold most of my fat, is in my lower belly and my chest. I've lost 2% body fat and I've gained 0.3% muscle mass. I'm just going to put in a visual here, just showing what I've lost over 3 months, which will include the total weight and the body percentages. Yeah, so 32 pounds in 3 months is insane. If someone had told me, if someone had said to me 3 months ago when I took my first dose of Mounjaro back in April, in 3 months' time you're going to be £32 and just under 25 inches down, I would have laughed right in your face. I have never in my entire life been this successful at losing weight. I have managed to lose 10, 14, maybe 20 pounds, but it has been hard. And I have fought tooth and nail to get there. And it's been hard, it's been miserable, it's made my life hell. I made other people's lives hell because I was always hungry, I was depressed, it's just miserable. This has been it's not been easy because I have worked my arse off with my exercise and I have been so mindful with what I'm eating, but it's just been enjoyable. It's just been normal. I don't really know how else to describe it. It's not like it's been torturous or futile. I'm not sitting here thinking, well, what the hell is the point of this? Because in a month's time, I'm going to gain it all back. Something has just shifted in my brain where I know that this is it. This is it for me now. This is going to work and it is going to change my life and I am going to become so healthy. And it makes me a bit emotional because obviously all of you people who are watching this, you will know how hard living with obesity is. And unless you have lived that and unless you have tried to come out of it and you've seen how hard it is to get away from that disease, it feels like a gift. Mounjaro feels like a gift. I just wish that I'd had it years ago, but I'm just so, so thankful that I've got it now while my son is still young so that I can become that healthy role model for him so that he can grow up and he can see that just because you've been dealt this hand in life where you're predisposed to obesity for whatever reason, it no longer needs to be that way. If he grows up and he starts going down the obesity pathway because of insulin resistance or whatever it may be, it's not the end. He can combat it. He can take this drug or whatever drug there is in the future, and he can be just as healthy as he wants and deserves to be, just like me. And I'm so grateful. I'm just so, so grateful. Okay, so now that I am halfway to goal, I'd like to lose the remaining £30 over the space of 9 months. So when I started back in April, I really wanted to try and reach my ultimate goal of £125 to £130 in a year. And I'm still going to stick to that because I know that I have lost a relatively large amount quite quickly. But everybody who's lost weight knows that the more you lose, the slower it starts to come off. So I'm going to give myself 9 months to lose the remaining weight, which is about £3 a month on average. Ideally, I'm going to be aiming for £5 for the next 3 months, which will take me to £15, and then I'll have the 6 months to lose the rest of the £15 because the weight loss will definitely slow down. And I think doing it that way will just stop me from not getting annoyed. I'm not trying to, or frustrated. It just reminds me that it's okay and that it's not a race. This is it for life. This is it for life now. And it doesn't matter when I get there because each step of the journey, I'm getting better and better and healthier. So it doesn't matter how long it takes for me to get to that absolute goal. Just enjoy the journey, as cliche as that sounds. So I'm not going to rush myself. If in a year's time I haven't reached 125 to 130, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. As long as I still feel healthy, as long as I'm still exercising, as long as I'm still able to run after my boy, I don't care what I weigh. As long as I feel as healthy as I feel right now, I'm happy. So just because I like to write in my little diary what I would ideally like to lose next month, I think I'd like to lose 5 to 6 pounds. But like I say, anything above 3 is perfect because I'm giving myself 9 months to lose the remaining £30. So £3 a month would be great too. Um, I've absolutely been loving the exercise regime that I've made for myself this month. I do genuinely think that it may have been a reason for the last 2 months quite big weight losses because I've been really, really consistent with it. So what I've been doing is I've been doing 3 strength training days with weights. I've been doing upper body, lower body, and full body, and then interspersing that with 2 days of cardio and 1 day of yoga, and then one rest day. So typically, I do upper body Monday, lower body Tuesday, cardio Wednesday, yoga Thursday. Friday was full body, and then Saturday has been another cardio day, Sunday rest. But this week I did Thursday as my rest, so today I'm going to be doing my full body, and then tomorrow will be cardio, Sunday will be yoga. But going forward to next week, I'll be starting a exercise strength training class with my sister-in-law on a Tuesday, which will be full body strength. So I'll just swap the Tuesday for lower body to full body strength, which will be quite fun. It'd be quite fun going with somebody and doing these exercises. Although I can't lie, I really, really, really enjoy the time that I spend at home, taking that hour just for myself every day and just, you know, rewarding my body with a bit of exercise that it really needs to thrive. So I just want to really quickly discuss my next dosage plans. So today I actually started my 7.5 milligram pen, and my plan is to take 6 milligram times 4 doses every 5 days. So really similar to what I did with my 5 milligram pen, where I did 3.75 milligrams times 4 every 5 days. And I think that it just really helps me transition between the two doses because I think a 2.5 milligram jump is pretty extreme. So yeah, I think that that kind of evens out the levels a little bit. So if I do that, that will leave me with one full 7.5 milligram dose at the end of this pen before I get my next one. It worked really, really well when I did 3.75 milligram. So I'm pretty sure that I'm gonna be quite happy with it this time. If you wanted to do something similar, to do 6 milligram out of a 7.5 milligram pen, you just need to click the pen 48 times rather than 60. And that's just the ratio to get you to 6 milligram rather than 7.5. So plans for the channel. I actually have a try on clothing haul from Cider. I don't know if anybody's heard of that, but from Cider, coming up. Funny story is that this time last year I bought some clothes ahead of my August holiday. So it was this time last July that I bought some clothes from Cider, and I was absolutely so shocked at how big I was that that was what motivated me to try to lose weight last year, and I was pretty successful. I lost nearly £30 over about 6 months. So yeah, so I did pretty well, but it was, like I said, it was really hard, and I thought tooth and nail for every single one of those pounds, and I was miserable. And then it all piled back on over Christmas and New Year when I wasn't eating keto. It all just came back with a vengeance, and then we know where we started in April. So I'm hoping that this clothing haul will be a bit more successful than the last one because I was so upset at that last one with just how awful my body looked. Do you know what I might do? I might do a comparison video or something. I don't really know. I do want to do a, I keep saying it, I do want to do a my weight um history. But it would be just so interesting for you to see what I look like back in last July. I can't actually describe how swollen I look. And I look about 9 months pregnant. My stomach is huge. I will have to show you. I'll have to put up a video on that. Um, I've also just filmed a weekly workout video for June. So it's just showing all the exercises that I was doing every week throughout June, just in case anybody wanted to see it or is interested in what my exercise regime looks like. So it was basically Monday upper body, Tuesday lower body, Wednesday cardio, Thursday was yoga, Friday was full body strength, and then Saturday was another day of cardio, and then Sunday rest. So, yeah, that is what I will be putting up as well, just in case anybody's interested. I've also been thinking about maybe doing a Chloe Ting 2 week shred challenge just to see my results and to see whether I could actually do it because the one that I'm thinking of doing was her 2019 one. That was the one that I did last year and it was just so hard. And I'd be really interested to see where my fitness compares from then to now. And it'd be really interesting to see my results. So if I do that, I will document it. But like I say, I really am enjoying my current exercise regime. I feel like it works really, really well for me. It helps me build that muscle, and it also helps me burn that fat. So yeah, I'm really happy with it. I also am looking in potentially maybe doing weekly vlogs if I can get a vlogging camera. I don't really have much going on, but I do find myself with things to say throughout the week that I then forget to say during these videos. I could write them down, but then these videos are going to be like an hour long, and these are just supposed to be like quick little progress videos. So I may do that. I'm not sure yet. I think I need some feedback from you guys. Like what is it you'd like to see from me? And just talking about you guys, can I just say, like, I'm absolutely loving the engagement that we've been having. So many people have been telling me about their journeys and how much weight they've lost and how they're finding it. And I love it. I love, 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 love engaging with you all. It means so much to me. I feel like I've made like hundreds of new friends. So that's pretty much everything from me. I just want to thank all my hundreds of new friends. As of today, I've got 288 subscribers and I absolutely adore each and every one of you. Like I've just said, I love talking to you all. It means so much to me. Every time I get a little notification saying so and so commented this, I click straight on it. I try and reply as fast as I can because I want you to know that I really do appreciate your engagement. And I just love hearing your stories. I love answering your questions. And I just really, really like this little community that we're building here on my tiny little slither of YouTube. So if you guys could leave me some feedback, constructive or whatever, I would really appreciate it. What is it that you would like to see from me? Are you happy with what I'm currently showing? Do you just want these weekly update videos? Do you want some weekly vlogs? Do you just want some rambling Kirsty videos? Maybe I could work on some shorts. I don't really know yet. Definitely going to be trying on some new clothing hauls for sure because I've bought some exercise gear that I want to try on because I am quite short. I'm just under 5'2", so I have ridiculously short legs. So I'm trying to find some really good fitting exercise gear. So we'll be showing that as well. But I'm basically just here to say thank you. I go off on such a tangent. I'm just here to say thank you to my 288 new friends. I love you all so, so much. And I'm just grateful for you all being here with me. And with that all being said, I'm going to sign off now. Thank you so much for sticking to the end of this video. I know it was probably going to be a really, really long one. If you could like, comment, or subscribe if you enjoy my content, I would love that, and I would love to have you along for the journey. Enjoy the rest of your day, enjoy the rest of your week, the rest of your month. Take this time, make it count, make it yours. Enjoy whatever you're doing. Remember, thrive, not just survive. And I'll see you in the next one. Take care for now. Bye.